Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Techie and Talon show. It's been a while.
It's been like a week.
Yeah.
My God. And I feel terrible because we've had a pretty interesting time being away, and I'll like good thing is I'm going on semester break soon, so I've got a bit more time on my hands, and oh man. It's been a long week, hasn't it?
It's been a long 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. That's it. But we're back, we're here, and holy shit, we have a lot to cover. 2 weeks. This is our punishment. This is our punishment for 2 weeks of not being here, and we've got some things to cover. But first and foremost, I've got a little bit of a rant that I need to get off my chest. We were talking about it before. You made me aware of it. So, Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. I've only just found out what the runtime's going to be for this film, and I am not happy.
Alright, so Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. They revealed their runtime this week.
And the rating.
And it is only 90 minutes long. And
that is
it's
1
a
hour.
PG-13 rating in the States.
It's 1 hour and 30 minutes. What was the? Hang on, I'm curious. I'm actually curious now. What was the original runtime for Venom?
It was, I think, an hour and 55.
Hang on. Hang on. I'm just trying to check it. How long does the movie go for? Runtime. Running time goes for 112 minutes. The first movie is longer than the second movie.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? How the hell can Sony do this? It's like Sony doesn't understand that 2-hour movies is the great thing for superhero movies. Hell, you can do 3-hour movies now. Endgame did it.
Yep.
And also, why is it a PG rating if it's Carnage? Like, again, Carnage is an amazing character. He can be a violent character. He's extremely violent. Same thing with Venom.
Yeah.
And that's why everyone was pissed off that freaking Venom, the first movie, was PG. Literally, there was no blood and guts. I don't get what market they're trying to sell it to. We want mature content. We don't want a hard R rating just because Deadpool did it. We want blood and we want gore, and it has to be a good thing. And it works well with Venom because Venom's a giant freaking symbiote. He eats people. And the same thing with Carnage. He's like, Carnage is 10 times more insane because it's Cletus Cassidy. The fact is that it's PG, and it's 1 hour and 30 minutes. I could literally... I'll be able to go in and be out of there. I could go in... I could go in at freaking 11 o'clock and I'll be out of there by at least 12 to 12:30 for lunchtime.
Yeah.
And it'll be... And look, we don't know if the movie's going to be good. We don't know if it's going to be bad. But dead set, judging by... by this runtime and the rating, you made a prediction. You said it's going to be like Sony's version of Deadpool. The first ever version we ever saw of Deadpool.
X-Men Origins.
Oh, God. Like, we did an episode on the Rip about that, and honestly, it is one of the worst superhero movies ever made, and I'm not even going to judge. I'm not even going to argue about it. It is just rudiment in history of being absolutely dreadful.
I mean, I'd rather watch that over Josh Trank's Fantastic Four. So
it's not Fantastic Four. It's Fantastic. It's the marketing. It's Fantastic. I'm going to argue about that, but yeah, no, I agree with that one. I would much prefer to watch this dumpster fire than that dumpster fire over there, and I'll watch both. I have seen both, and I much prefer X-Men Origins over Josh Trank's Fantastic Four because that was hot garbage. I'm glad Marvel's going to fix that. But speaking of Wolverine, holy fuck.
So There was a PlayStation showcase over, when was it? Friday?
It was, yes, it was Friday. It was Friday. Give me a sec. So there are a bunch of games that were announced, but we want to get the main ones up the top. First one
More the
is,
ones that we're excited for more than anything.
yeah, absolutely. So first and foremost, it is announced now that Marvel Spider-Man 2 is coming 2023. I'm excited because I love the first game. It's one of my
Oh,
favorite games
man.
of all time. It is legitimately the definitive version to playing a Spider-Man game. Nothing else tops it now.
No.
And they've announced the villain for it. It's Venom.
Well,
It's my boy.
there's also rumors that it might be Craven as well.
I honestly think that is Craven talking in the trailer. It has to be. It's like the perfect villain to have for Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. And you got the guy who's voicing Venom too, don't you?
Yes, it's Tony Todd. So for those of you who are veterans in horror community, that's the motherfucking original Candyman from the film Candyman. Now everyone's going to see the new one. This is the original actor that played him. He also voiced Darkseid in Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. He also is the voice actor for Zoom when he's got the mask on. This guy is a veteran. If you watch Final Destination, he also was in that movie too. But Tony Todd is voicing Venom. Now we don't know if it's Eddie Brock or if it's Harry Osborn, because if you've played Spider-Man 1, spoiler warning, this game's been out for years now. Seriously, it's not really much of a spoiler. Is that we saw in a post-credit scene that Harry Osborn is in some type of, he's in like a tank, and we think and honestly, that's a symbiote
Can
swimming
I
around.
also just say as well that Tony Todd, for people that didn't know, like also don't really know anything to do with horror, but you watch The Flash,
Yes.
he voiced Zoom.
Yeah, he did voice Zoom. Yep.
So jumping
It's
ship.
really cool. Yeah, he's really cool. He's jumping ship. He's jumped ship a lot. He's jumped ship. So he's done a bunch of DC stuff. This is the first time he's actually gone to a Marvel thing. It's literally probably one of the most iconic characters of all time. One of the most iconic villains of all time. Freaking Venom. And that means that the Marvel universe in games, Insomniac's universe with Marvel and that, is finally introducing symbiotes, which I'm actually very happy about. I'm very excited to see what they do with Venom. Now, whether or not if it's Eddie Brock or if it's Harry Osborn as Venom, I'm curious to see that, because if it's Eddie Brock, then cool, it's Eddie Brock. But then again, that would mean that the whole storyline with Harry Osborn with the Venom symbiote's kind of null and void. But
Yeah.
if it's Harry Osborn controlling the Venom, I think that's going to be freaking cool. Also, the way he looks in that quick little glimpse of him, he looks good. I'm excited. I really
He
am.
does look good.
But that's not the only Marvel thing I want to talk about. Holy fuck. I was expecting Spider-Man 2, but I was not expecting this. So, do you want to say this one? Because I know you're a big fan of this character as well.
Okay. For starters, I did not know Insomniac was going to do this.
They fucking hit us. They didn't just come in for the home run.
Oh no, they came in
to win the whole.
winning.
They came in swinging and won the whole game. So we got Spider-Man.
Now there's no date as far as I'm aware. It's just in very pre-production.
Yeah,
but they've got a cinematic out for us. We are getting a fucking Wolverine game.
Oh yes, and I actually have a little bit more information about that. So. Yes, I do. Now, so many of the Insomniac team are such huge fans of the character Wolverine. One of the key elements that drew us to him is surprisingly not that different from Spider-Man. Both heroes feel deeply compelled to defend people who are less able to do so. Marvel's Wolverine is a standalone game, being directed by Brian Horton, creative director, and Cameron Christian, game director, who recently led the creative efforts on Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yep.
A game we're extremely proud of at Insomniac. In the vein of our Spider-Man games, our goal here is not only respect the DNA of what makes the character so popular, but also look for opportunities to make it feel fresh and truly reflect the Insomniac spirit, even though Marvel's Wolverine is very early in development. From what I've seen, it's emotionally narrative and cutting-edge gameplay. So, basically, What they're saying is it's going to have a very mature tone. And I was talking about this with a good friend of mine. We were talking about this. I really want. I reckon Wolverine could fit into an open world, but not a city. I want him in Montana. I want him out in the wilderness,
Mm.
being the animal that he is. I want that. I
Yeah,
don't
that'd be
care
good.
what it takes. Maybe he can, he can access the jet and go back to X-Men Manor. Maybe we don't know, but honestly, I want a revenge. I want a personal vengeance story for Wolverine. Like he can get, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Have a Far Cry type of
That'll be cool.
map. That would be good. And also, I even talked about as well. Can you imagine if Wolverine in this game you could flick between first person and third person mode?
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting. The reason why I say to flick between, because of course this is Insomniac. We know we're gonna get costumes for Wolverine. Dead set. I really, really hope that, and I'm holding on a whim here, that one of the costumes is that classic yellow one,
Oh,
but
they'd have to do that for us.
but it's the one that Hugh Jackman was supposed to wear.
That'll be cool.
Remember? That would be great. Honestly, would love to see some Hugh Jackman freaking skins in this. That'd be cool to see his type of, because he's one of the most iconic characters of all time, and he's the only actor to ever portray him.
Yeah.
The only one. Now, in saying that though, there were a bunch of games that were announced besides Marvel stuff, but I'll go over a quick couple of them just so we're
I got
aware
one
of
here.
them. What would it be? There is one that I know you want to cover the most, but we'll save that one for lucky last.
Which
There's going to be a
one?
lot of game announcements. I think you know. It was the first thing they showed.
Oh yeah, that one. No, we'll get to that. But I want to cover as well Uncharted 4 and the Lost Legacy remaster is coming to PC as
And
well
PS5, yep.
as PS5. We're getting a PS5 upgrade. Unfortunately, though, I'm not happy
Selling two
about it.
games.
But at the same time, I'm a shill, so I'm just gonna fucking buy it anyway.
Yeah.
But we will have to pay for a new version of Uncharted 4 and the Lost Legacy. Unfortunately.
That kind of sucks. Man, but it looks. I'm honestly keen to see how Uncharted 4 runs on the PS5.
Oh, me too. After showing you the stuff with Ratchet last night.
I know. And also, it's not going to be a PS4 version updated to the PS5. It is going to be a rudimentary PS5 game, meaning that that your controller, I think it's the DualSense, DualSense controller.
Yep.
It literally can pick up on everything that Nathan or even Chloe are doing.
Yep.
Which I'm kind of excited to see how it works. Another one though that I nearly jumped out of my seat because I was so fucking happy for it. God of War Ragnarok. They finally showed off what the game looks like, and holy fuck, I'm so pumped for this. It's the first real look at God of War Ragnarok. So it picks up a few years after the events of God of War, the 2018 version.
Yep.
The freezing winds of Fimbulwinter have come to Midgard, making survival for Kratos, Atreus, and Mimir in the Norse wilds even more challenging than before. So basically, time for a brief Norse mythology history lesson. Fimbulwinter, when it comes to Midgard, that means it's the beginning of Ragnarok, which is the destruction of the gods, the destruction of Asgard, basically the end of the world.
Yeah.
And from what this version's trying to do, I think it's Kratos and Atreus are going to find Tyr, who is the Norse god of war, and they're actually going to find him to help actually stop Ragnarok. They're actually trying to stop Ragnarok. Now, this game you get to explore realms that you couldn't explore in the first game. Asgard is one of those realms. You can actually go explore Asgard. But you finally get to fight Thor. So we're going to see Kratos versus Thor. We're going to see
Have you
his
seen
axe.
how Thor looks?
I love it. I don't get the hate. Everyone just thinks that.
Oh, yeah.
I actually had a good discussion with my classmates about this today, and honestly, I don't get it. What the hell is everyone hating about? This is what a Norse mythology version of Thor would look like.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the MCU version. The MCU version is based on the comics. Also, when it comes to how powerful the Norse mythology version of Thor is, this guy nearly obliterated all the giants.
Yeah.
And honestly, his hammer, it is one of the most powerfulest weapons in the Norse mythology. One of them, not the most, because there are much more powerful weapons, including Kratos' axe, which, remember in the first game, Brom and Sindri have said that their axe, that the Leviathan axe, is a superior weapon to Mjolnir. So I'm interested to see how how that happens.
Yeah, exactly.
But another game. So we've had Uncharted, God of War. If you're a car fan, Gran Turismo 7. It's arriving on PS5 and PS4 March 4th.
Yeah, I actually can't wait to get that. It looks really good.
It looks beautiful. It was a great trailer. I played the original, we're going way back. I played the original Gran Turismo on PS1. I have an emulator on my computer and I got it, and I like Gran Turismo, but I don't know. I'm keen to see how this one works. I'm more of a
considering they have a big competition with the new Forza, and that looks
Forza has been
stunning.
Yeah, Forza is amazing. And honestly, I'm hoping that the two could actually just stay in the same market together. But again, that's interesting. Another one. This is a really great one for me, being of indigenous culture. I really like this one. This one's called Techie. This is creating a game inspired by New Caledonia.
Yes.
I really love it. It reminds me a lot of Moana.
Yeah.
But honestly, I love the fact that they're literally doing a game based on New Caledonia, and
have you been to New Caledonia?
I have not been in New Caledonia, but
I
believe you have, and it's a beautiful country.
I love it.
I
love it. So I'm actually keen to buy this game and then go, hey, look, I've been there. I've been there.
Of course,
I've been there.
It isn't. Yeah. Now, honestly, it is inspired by. It definitely is inspired by. Of course, Breath of the Wild, or even Genshin Impact as well. But I like it. It looks like a really great adventure game. And I love the trailer for it. It was beautiful, and I love the fact that there's some certain screenshots. I'm just looking on the PlayStation blog here of screenshots from the game and actual screenshots of some of the islands, and they're exactly pretty much, if you go to New Caledonia and you play this game, you literally will see all the sites in the same. It's like you're walking.
I gotta have a look at these screenshots.
Yeah, I'll send the PlayStation blog to you.
What's it called again?
Techie. I'll send the article to you, Techie. Give me a second. Oh shit! I just saw your YouTube video you sent me. Yes, I know about that reference in Spider-Man No Way Home. The same suit. He's wearing the same suit, suit. But just check out the article I just sent you. That's the article which I'm reading off, which is actually a pretty good article. I've been reading that one. But Techie is coming out. I believe, when is this game dropping? So this is coming out PS4 and PS5. I haven't got a release date for it yet because it's only just been announced. I'll have to double check on my sources for that one, but I'm really excited to see this one. It looks like a really beautiful game.
That like Mystery Island there.
Yeah, do you remember a game called Monkey Island?
Do I remember Monkey Island?
Yeah.
Of course I remember Monkey Island.
I loved Monkey Island. That kind of reminds me a little bit of Monkey Island, a little bit. Now, another one that's coming out is Deathloop. So this is actually a really cool game.
Have you heard about Deathloop?
I've heard about Deathloop.
Did you know what happened this week?
What happened?
EB Games broke their what do you call it? The release schedule. They actually released some. So people have actually started playing it and have done videos like streaming of it.
Wait a minute, they released early copies before the release date?
Yeah, they broke embargo.
Oh, EB Games, what are you doing? Oh no, so, holy crap, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So EB Games broke embargo?
Yep.
Isn't that liable for a lawsuit?
Well, this is, look back at all the way here too. So, The Force Awakens, when that came out, right, and They had the Blu-ray release date. I got my copy of the Steelbook 3 weeks early because JB Hi-Fi broke embargo.
Like, I'm honestly looking at these, like, seriously, there's screenshots of people who literally said just walked into EB Games and picked up a copy of Deathloop. When's Deathloop dropping? Not yet.
I think it's like this week.
Okay, so honestly, okay, hang on. Okay, Google. When does Deathloop release?
Deathloop's initial release date is the 14th of
It
September.
arrives tomorrow. Yeah, it arrives tomorrow. So, couple lucky people playing it before even the rest of the world is, apparently.
Yep.
All right, so I like the concept of Deathloop because it's by the same studio, Arcane Studios, that made the Dishonored series, and I've been wanting to get into the Dishonored series. I really do, but I might jump into Deathloop because it looks really cool. I love the concept of of repeating of a certain day to learn from your mistakes and basically fix it up. I'm honestly keen to see how this game works. I hope it does well. Dead set. It looks cool. All right.
What was the next one we got?
So this is another one that's coming to PlayStation 5 this year. It's called Blood Hunt. It's a free-to-play shooter. It's coming to PS5. So basically, it's a free-to-play third-person battle royale game set in the Vampire the Masquerade universe. So it's actually pretty cool. The story takes you to the old town of Prague, where rivaling vampire factions are thrown into turmoil after a trip's betrayal. With both sides targeted for annihilation by a secret society known as the Entity, you'll have to use your supernatural powers, weapons, and wits to dominate the night and restore the Masquerade. So, there was meant to be Vampire the Masquerade 2 that's happening. Unfortunately, the game has been delayed indefinitely because the publisher behind it, they quit. They actually just all quit, which is kind of crazy. That happened about a few months ago. But this is a free-to-play battle royale set in the universe of the Vampire the Masquerade.
Okay.
I love the Vampire the Masquerade. I played the original, came out a long, long time ago, and I'm really excited for the sequel. But if the sequel never comes out because of what happened with the publishers and the developers, I think it was more the developers, not the publishers, then yeah, guess we'll not play it, sadly. Another one, what's the next one? So that comes out this year. It'll be free to play on PlayStation 5.
I do have something here for you too. So Sony acquires the Playroom developer Firesprite as 14th PlayStation studio. Firesprite joins Insomniac Games and Naughty Dog under Sony's umbrella. In a post on the official PlayStation blog, it was confirmed that the developers behind the on-console game The Playroom and The Persistence is now a PlayStation studio. Head of PlayStation Studios, Herman Hulst: I couldn't be more delighted to welcome Firesprite to the PlayStation Studios family as our 14th studio. Quite a few members of Firesprite come from SIE Studio Liverpool, and we're thrilled to welcome them back. Firesprite is a creative and ambitious studio that is exceptional at building incredible experiences that truly showcase the potential of our hardware. The team's technical and creative capabilities will be paramount to growing our stellar catalogue of exclusive games, and I think you'll be excited for what's to come. Now, that's cool, but I have this question for you, and after seeing this and hearing people's complaints about a certain game that we'll be mentioning soon, how do you feel about everything going just as exclusives now? These big AAA games just being exclusives.
You know what? Look, I'm a PlayStation fan. I've always been a PlayStation fan. And I don't mind exclusivity if they're just timed exclusives. Now, there are exclusives strictly for main consoles, like Spider-Man, like Uncharted and that. The thing is, if every single game went on every single console, I think it would just destroy publishing company. It would destroy development companies.
I'm not thinking more about like Halo, for example, like that. No,
That's
you keep
Xbox.
that. You keep that. You keep that. But games like, for example, I'm hearing a rumor now that the Indiana Jones game might be an Xbox exclusive.
I don't know.
Now, that type of stuff, I don't think should be an exclusive.
I don't think Disney would let that fly because that means they'd be losing out on the PlayStation market. They'd be losing out on a big market in the Sony and the PlayStation market.
They would be, but remember what how about we get into it now? We're getting fucking KOTOR.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. So we're finally getting
this is what I'm saying. Like, with KOTOR coming out, I mean, for now, it's a PS5 exclusive. We don't know how long the time exclusive ends. We don't know. Like, you won't be able to get it because you haven't got a PlayStation 5. But I will be, but even though you have a PlayStation 4. So these exclusive things, I think, and what you said, where you think Disney won't allow that, well, they kind of are with KOTOR.
I know. But, look, we don't know exactly if it's... look, I'm just going to... Now, it says here...
But let's get into KOTOR, because I really want to talk about it.
Alright, so... KOTOR, people do not know, it is Knights of the Old Republic. It is one of the most legendary and most beloved Star Wars RPGs of all time. And this
not
is
just
what
RPG,
a pinnacle,
but just
a
one
pinnacle
of the best
of
Star Wars games of all time.
Yeah, this is what it says on PlayStation blog. A pinnacle of Star Wars legend storytelling, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is set over 4,000 years before the events of the original trilogy and introduces a new story of new heroes and villains and an epic struggle for the fate of the galaxy. The team here at Aspyr and Sony Interactive Entertainment have joined forces with Lucasfilm Games to bring you a remake of this classic Star Wars adventure. We're rebuilding one of the greatest RPGs of all time for a new generation with modern tech, features, visuals, and more, while maintaining the integrity of the story and characters that we've come to cherish. And it's a console exclusive at PlayStation 5 on PlayStation 5 at launch. If you're not familiar with KOTOR, as you'll see fans lovingly refer to it, then you're in for a treat. The original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic was a truly groundbreaking achievement in an award-winning RPG with incredible scope, immersion, and ambition, with an epic narrative to match, a diverse cast of characters to meet, multiple planets to discover, challenging battles to fight, and cinematic storytelling that responds to the choices you make. It's no wonder that this day, KOTOR remains one of the most celebrated video games ever made. It is one of the most beloved. Like, seriously, how many times do we talk about fucking Darth Raven? A lot. I love Revan. I want to cosplay Revan. He's like one of the only Sith Lord. He's actually only one of the Star Wars characters I've ever wanted to cosplay by far, minus Mandalorian stuff. But Revan, holy fuck! I'm so excited to see him in full HD and just see how amazing he's going to be. I'm so excited beyond belief. You're freaking out, man. Like I remember when you told me.
I woke you up. I woke you up, and you went, "What's going on?" And I went, "We're getting fucking KOTOR."
And I took a second to kind of like get my foot like, "Oh, KOTOR! Oh my god!"
KOTOR. I was like, "Knights of the Old fucking Republic."
I know. I remember playing the original years ago. I played at a friend's place. I think I played it on Xbox. Like
I now have it on Xbox because I don't have a PC anymore.
I had an original Xbox and I was playing it at a friend's house and I used to just I loved the world, I loved the lightsabers, I just loved pretty Moon Jedi and just I'm so excited to see this. Now look, a lot of people are kind of a bit mad, like, no, it's going to be a PlayStation 5. I believe it's going to be a timed exclusive. They won't let it be just on their exclusive forever. It must come to PC. It has to come to PC.
I think it is coming to PC. I think people are questioning whether it's coming to Xbox. Now, you would think that if it is coming to PC, it should be coming to Xbox. However, that also says the same thing, though, with Sony. Like, with Uncharted 4 and The Lost Legacy, it's going to PC, but it ain't going to Xbox.
I know, but I don't know if Uncharted would fit well on an Xbox console, in my opinion, though. He's always been a Sony one for me. I just feel a bit odd in me on Xbox. Like, if it happened, then cool. You know, kudos to it if it happened. But at the same time, though, I don't know. I honestly love my console exclusives because, again, I
I
feel
just
like
think now
Sony
with
does.
the company, with Sony and Xbox, well, Microsoft buying these big time AAA studios and saying, "Sorry, those games are ours now," is starting to become normal, and
Now, the
you're
cool thing
noticing
is,
it.
one thing that makes me really happy with KOTOR, EA doesn't have a fucking hand in it. No hands in it.
Now it's
They are
all
not
Aspire.
touching. All Aspire.
Now
All
I
Aspire
wonder,
is they're doing.
because we I think we talked about this on the show too, that there was the fan made remake being done,
Yeah, I saw. I don't
and
know if
it was
didn't
being done
Disney
in
shut that down.
Unreal Engine 4,
Yeah,
and
didn't.
it was looking good. So my question is,
Could this be it?
did Aspire get a hold of them and went, "Hey, you in?"
I really hope so. I really hope so. That
Because
fan game.
everyone, all the fans of the game, everyone was loving the stuff that was coming out of that.
You can't talk about Star Wars without talking about Knights of the Old Republic. It is probably one of the most celebrated Star Wars games of all time. And honestly, the fact is, the game came out almost 20 years ago. Like,
God, don't
give me a
make me
second.
feel old.
Hang on, let me give me a second. Hey
I
Google,
don't think it was.
when did Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic release?
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic its initial release date is the 15th of July 2003.
2003, motherfucker!
Shit.
Holy fuck. Dude, that came out 2003. I'm 28 now. How many years is that, Techie?
A few.
I need to know the number. I'm damn well curious. How many years is that?
Okay.
It's 20
Well, in 2 years' time,
It'll be
it's 20 years.
exactly. It'll be 20 years. So it's like 17 years ago. 18. Is it 18 or 17?
Right now,
Yeah,
it's
right
17.
now. It's
No,
17.
18.
It's 18. Oh my god, the game was released 18 years ago. It took them this long to do a remake.
Well, after that, though, they also did do Knights of the Old Republic 2, which
Yeah, how did you feel about that sequel? You like that sequel?
Yeah. It really dived into the Mandalorian War.
Yeah, I think that's right. They did too. Now, let's get off our love for Knights of the Old Republic. Don't worry, we'll get back into it.
No.
I know.
I
We
just
can
got
talk
it
about
back.
it for ages.
Don't do
I know.
this to me.
I know, but there are a couple of games we have to cover. So another one was we got to look into Tiny Tina's Wonderland, which is Borderlands.
Oh, dude, the fact
It's
we got
got a
baby metal in
D20.
that.
I know. I love that. I really love that too.
I did not expect baby metal to be in a game trailer, but then again,
It's an
though,
RPG. Yeah, it's an RPG.
I'd expect it in a Nintendo game, not
In a fucking Borderlands game. Yeah, no. So Dead Set. This is now an RPG, but it's D&D style, but with fucking guns.
Speaking of D&D,
dragons.
I played my first game of D&D on Saturday.
Oh, how was it?
I enjoyed it, actually.
Yeah?
It was a lot of fun.
I'm glad. So basically, what results? So it's still a milestone for our team, and we're just scratching the surface. Developing a world that exists inside the chaotic mind of someone like Tiny Tina gave us a license to build a lot of wild ideas and explore crazy ways of bending the rules of a traditional fantasy while mixing it with the classic. What results is an adventure full of whimsy, wonder, and high-powered weapons. You have so much more to show you before the game launches March 25th, 2022. For now, though, let's dive into this trailer. So the trailer showed up a bunch of things, but it looks fucking spectacular. If you guys have not seen it yet, go sit down and watch the trailer. It is just chaotic. Also, Baby Metal. Come on. Baby Metal is freaking awesome. Another great game that I am really interested in. It's coming from Square Enix and Luminous Productions. It's called Forspoken. And I really like the look of it. So basically,
So, Forspoken tells us a story of Frey. She's a directionless, gritty, yet street-smart young woman who has persevered despite her rough upbringing in New York City, and her life hasn't been really gotten any easier now that she's about to turn 21. Things take a turn for the unexpected when she's magically transported into Athea, a land where fantasy and nightmares are suddenly very real. So you'll get to play as her. You'll harness newly discovered magical abilities to battle the terrifying monsters that inhabit the land. You'll have a chance of returning home. She'll also have to contend with Atlantis, a destructive and twisted, all-powerful matriarchs who have dominion over Thea. So basically, this one's actually really cool. It's a third-person action magical adventure, and I love the look of it. I love the feel. It looks really cool. I definitely recommend you check that one out. Techie, you might like it.
I might do.
Yeah, check it out. It's called Forspoken. So that is dropping. I believe that is dropping next year. Yes, it's dropping on PlayStation 5 spring 2022.
Now, question, going back to KOTOR, did we get a release date?
No, we didn't get a release date. No.
A rough time?
I'm not too sure. Let me double check that for you, Techie.
Because I want it in my hands now. Well, technically I do. Technically I do have the game in my hands now.
Guess what? It's a TBA.
To be advised.
To be announced.
To be announced.
Yeah, it's a TBA. So no release date for it yet, my friend. No release date.
That's fine. I got it in my hands now.
I know. You're playing on your phone. But it's not the remake.
Well, no, but it was also done by Aspyr, so...
Now, we got more information on the... another one was the Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. That's another Marvel one.
Oh, yes, I forgot we got another trailer.
Yeah, so basically, this actually takes... So we now got a story arc. So this takes place 12 years after an epic conflict known as the Galactical War swept through the cosmos. So Star's only just recently formed the Guardians of the Galaxy. They've been together for less than a year. He started the group as heroes for hire, seeing opportunity for adventure and profit in a universe that's still recovering from the war.
It kind of sounds like Guardians of the Galaxy 1.5.
Yeah, I'm interested to see this,
between the first movie and the second movie.
Now, I'm interested to see it, but I'm honestly a little scared because
of the studio behind it.
Yeah, the studio behind it.
Look, the difference is with this one. This one, I think they've said that it isn't going to be like Avengers.
Honestly, it can't be like Avengers.
Story.
Avengers it needs to be all story. It needs to have co-op, and it needs to not be online bullcrap. I mean, if there's online features for it, okay, but don't make it like what Avengers was. Avengers failed, in my opinion. Even with the Black Panther stuff, which, granted, was cool, but it won't save the game. I know they're doing other chapters for it, like with Hawkeye stuff, and they did that already, and we have seen glimpses of what Spider-Man's going to look like in it as well, like those small little glimpses. But
still waiting for that, because, when you bought the game on PlayStation, you're supposed to get fucking Spider-Man added to it.
Which I hated so much. It was such a bullshit. The fact is that Xbox players are not going to be able to get Spider-Man. You have to get fucking PlayStation to get it, which is utter crap.
Well, it's not really utter crap, because Sony actually own the character in general, so...
I know, but again, we'll have to wait and see. Alright, what next we got? We got another one. What's going on with the PlayStation blog? This is another one that I'm interested in. This is called Ghostwire Tokyo. This is a first-person supernatural game.
Okay.
That's coming out very, very soon. Give me a second, sorry. I've had a bit of a technical mishap here. Get back in there. Oh, battery. Okay, got it. Alright, sorry. So, this is, so basically Ghostwire Tokyo, you step into Tango Software's version of Tokyo, an ultra-modern cityscape of skyscrapers, traditional shrines, narrow alleyways, basically what Tokyo looks like. If you've been to Tokyo, you know what Tokyo looks like. It's a beautiful place. I need to go. A player's awakened in an abandoned street crossing as Tokyo's population disappears, without a clue as to where they've gone or why. There's no time to question why you've been spared as otherworldly visitors attack the city, seemingly led by a masked man known as Hanaya and his acolytes.
These visitors are no mere apparitions. You'll need a master astral weaving, a powerful art that attunes the elements with spiritual energy, alongside other equipment and ghost hunting skills to face such a threat. Wielding the power of wind, water, and fire, you'll combine abilities to tackle a variety of supernatural foes. So basically, it's Ghostbusters. Except you use magic and using ghost hunting stuff. But I've seen gameplay for it. They released like a gameplay trailer, and it actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, it did look pretty cool. But sadly, it has been delayed till next year, which fucking sucks. It was expected to come out this year. A lot of the games were meant to come out this year, but they've all been delayed. Now, a lot of the problems is because of the pandemic, COVID. But I think it's just, I'm actually okay with it. It gives the developers more time to fix it up and get it looking right. I'm keen to see that, and I hope it goes well for them. Another one as well. This one's kind of GTA 5 and GTA Online are now coming to PS5 March next year. I don't get why. Seriously, this is like that. How many times did it, like we went from the PS3 to the PS4, and now we're going to PS5.
No give GTA me a new 6. Fucking game, Rocksteady. Honestly.
Yeah. Rocksteady.
You've milked this too long.
Rockstar.
Sorry. Yeah, Rockstar. You've milked this too long. It's time to end it. People are sick of it now, and
I'm over Grand Theft Auto. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto 5 in years. I walked away from it after PlayStation 4 launch when they introduced the new first-person mode. And honestly, I don't like GTA Online. I'm not a fan of it. It is so...
I've been saying to you, Red Dead Online is so much better than GTA Online.
Yeah.
And they give it no attention. They give all their attention to GTA Online. And
because they keep marketing up GTA, even though Red Dead Redemption 2 made so much more money back on sales than what Grand Theft Auto 5 did.
Yeah.
It made more money.
And they're just forgetting about it. And
I know. It's bullshit. I'm not a fan.
Either give me GTA 6.
Yeah.
Or just make GTA Online a standalone app. Like you did with Red Dead.
Yeah, exactly, I agree. And so that's coming out next year. And we've got one more. This one's actually a really great one. I remember this game. We're getting an Alan Wake remaster.
I knew about this already going into it. It kind of got leaked out the day or two beforehand.
So, Remedy Entertainment's psychological action thriller lands on PlayStation on October 5th. So, this year. It's dropping this year. It's coming to PS4 next month, yeah. So I'm excited because I loved Alan Wake. It's such a great game. It's a great horror game to play, and it's really interesting. It has like a, what's that? He's the author for Cthulhu.
Hey.
The author, the creator of Cthulhu. H.P. Lovecraft.
Yes.
H.P. Lovecraft. It has a Lovecraftian type of feel for the game, along with a Stephen King type of feel as well. And I love that. And I've always really loved Alan Wake, and I've been wanting to replay that game for the longest amount of time. There's a bunch of games that I used to play a long time ago. One of those games was Alan Wake, and the other one was Shadow of the Colossus, which I'm going to be playing a little later.
One of my favorite games, and I would really wish they'd either port it to Switch, because I reckon it would work on there, or do a remaster, is The Thing.
Yes!
The game for that was fantastic.
Yeah, I remember that game. It's a PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember The Thing. I never got to play it personally,
PC
but I saw...
and Xbox.
Yeah, I never played it personally, but I did see gameplay for it, and it's a Resident Evil type of game.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Yeah.
But the thing is you felt it as a player, going, "Fuck, are you infected? I'm not sure." And you gotta kill them, and you gotta kill all the other, beings of the thing, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
So
I just want them to remaster and port it.
Yeah, keen for the Alan Wake remaster. Dead set. It comes out next month, so October 5th. And last but not least, we're getting another Rainbow Six game. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction. This one's actually interesting. Now, it's not. This is what it says on the article. This is from Richard Stanford, community developer at Ubisoft. For decades, Team Rainbow has shielded the world from some of the worst threats unimaginable. Terrorist threats, biological weapons, and the threat of nuclear war have all been averted thanks to the elite operators in the Rainbow program. This January, we faced the greatest terror our world has ever seen, a lethal mutating alien threat. Rainbow leader Ash has recruited an elite global team of Rainbow Six operators best suited to the task to perform React. Rainbow Innocuous Analysis and Containment Team. Called the Archeans, this alien parasite has taken over 4 key regions in the United States: New York, San Francisco, Alaska, and New Mexico. Your objective is to head into these regions, gather intelligence with the 3 contaminated zones, push back the Archean threat, and extract your squad safely. So it's literally Rainbow Six taking on aliens, which I think is a really cool concept because they're taking on biological threats, nuclear war, terrorists.
Yeah.
And Siege was actually pretty good, so I'm actually keen to see how they do with Rainbow Six Extraction.
Yeah, I can't wait to play it too.
Yeah, I'm keen to see that one. That's it. Holy crap. That is all the game announcements that I have. Techie, would you like a drink break?
I don't know. Do you want to talk about one more thing first? Because I know you really want to talk about it.
Okay. Let's go for it.
Alright. We finally got that trailer for The Matrix.
Ooh, please tell me you watched it.
Of course I watched it.
Good. What did you think?
Okay. Somebody mentioned it in the comments and I have to agree with them too. The cinematography is fucking different.
It's different, and I like it.
Like, it's bright. Whereas, since then, I've watched I watched the first Matrix the other day.
Is it on binge still?
I'm not sure if it's on binge. I watched it on Prime.
But I know it was on binge. I was watching it a few weeks ago. I think it was last month I was watching it.
Then it might be. Then it might be.
I need to sit down and watch it again.
But, you look at those and it's dark. It's very gothic. And this just looks like Free Guy. Bright and colourful.
But, again, I think now if you've watched Matrix Revolutions, the Matrix reset itself.
True.
So this is a brand new Matrix. And I think that version of Neo is the original Neo from the last reset, not a new one. And honestly, I can understand, I can definitely understand, like Neo coming back to life. But how the hell's Trinity come back?
Exactly.
She died in Revolutions.
Exactly.
Now I'm interested to see if she's real or is she some type of part of the Matrix, maybe created by the Matrix to help Neo. I'm interested to see. Now, of course, there's another actor
created by the Matrix.
That is true. Now, I'm just going to check here about Matrix Resurrection.
Now,
which I'm actually keen to see
question,
that one.
because people have been saying online that Morpheus died.
Yeah.
Based off a game that's supposedly canon.
Yes. So, hang on. I'm going to go check that. Morpheus. Now,
And that's why we're not getting Lawrence Fishburne and
actually,
Morpheus in this movie.
The actor in Matrix 4, Yaha Abdul Mateen, he's actually going to be playing Morpheus.
So they did recast him.
Yeah. So I'm checking out the filmography.
Are you on IMDb?
No, I'm on Wikipedia. It's true. The Matrix Resurrections, he's playing Morpheus.
Yeah, but this is Wikipedia, though. Anyone can change that.
True that. This is on Games Radar. Morpheus is in The Matrix 4, and he's played by Yaha Abdul Mateen. This just makes things more confusing. But again, I can understand that because even Yaha came out on his Instagram with this shot here. Morpheus. He is playing
Okay.
Morpheus. So he's confirmed it. He's playing Morpheus. And honestly, I'm excited for it.
Oh yeah, cool.
Hmm.
Just why do
Now-
we not got Lawrence Fishburne? Like why? Like what?
I
is the
think
reason?
Lawrence. Yeah. So for his part, Fishburne confirmed back in 2020 that he wouldn't be appearing in the Matrix Resurrections, nor was he asked to. He hasn't been invited, he told New York Magazine. Maybe they were making me write another play. I wish them well. I hope it's great. So again, I don't know, maybe he was busy doing stuff like that. It could be the pandemic as well. It could have put him at risk as well. I don't know. Probably a lot of things. Sometimes actors just can't make it. You know, it happens. But
Did we
again,
see Jada Pinkett Smith in the trailer?
I don't think we do.
She's in the movie.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to double check that one. But again, I am keen to see this film.
Oh,
so
yeah, me too. I'm very intrigued. I'm also very intrigued in Neil Patrick Harris's character.
yes, that was another character in that. I was not expecting Neil Patrick Harris to show up. What the fuck?
And was he wearing a suit?
He was wearing suit up. So the premise for this, there's no premise for it yet. So
No, I don't think we have.
here's the cast. Okay, so Keanu Reeves, Carrie Ann Moss, and Jada Pinkett Smith is in this movie. They're reprising their roles from the previous films in the series, where they're joined by Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. You might know that actor who's playing Morpheus. That's Black Manta in
I
Aquaman.
thought so.
Yep. Also, Jessica Hendwick, Jonathan Groff, Neil Patrick Harris, Priya Chopra Jonas, and Christina Ricci is in this movie as well.
Mm.
Yeah, so interested to see that one. So the film will be a joint production by Village Roadshow Pictures and Venice Casino Productions, and is scheduled to be released by Warner Brothers next theatrically this year, December
dude, it's
22nd,
December.
2021. Few days before Christmas. Fuck.
Well, we might get it next year.
Yeah. So now we don't know the premise for it yet, though it does say here the premise is plagued by strange memories. Neo's life takes an unexpected turn when he finds himself back inside the Matrix. So honestly, he's back inside the Matrix, and I think we do see a glimpse in the trailer of him outside the Matrix, back at the Machine City.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, I'm keen to see what's happened now that Machine City has been now that peace was declared by the Machine City, and literally, I think the humans have been left alone by the machine, and machines are doing anything, but we don't know what's going to happen. I'm interested to see it. And what's your thoughts on it?
Still making me wonder why they didn't ask him back.
I don't know either. There could be a list of reasons why. I don't think they will tell us. It could be private. It could be a private thing, perhaps.
Just because I'm looking at the director here, and she directed all of them. So
Yeah.
it's just curious.
Look, I'm curious to see,
But yeah.
but again, it could be a list of reasons why Lawrence couldn't come back.
Mm.
It's okay though if honestly he wishes him well, he wishes production well, and I'm interested and I'm keen to see how they do. I'm really hope it does well.
Yeah.
All right. Holy crap. I'm keen for a break, and then we've got a few more things to cover, and then we
Yeah, I
can wrap
think so.
up this. Yeah. What else we got to cover, Jackie? Before we come back.
We have just a couple of more movie news. One about Bob's Burgers.
Yes, I'm going to leave the movie stuff to you because I covered all the game stuff. I'm going to let you take over the floor. I'm going to sit back and put in points. But we will come back. I need more freaking water because my throat is dry. And I'm guessing Techie would like a nice beverage as well.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, everybody.
All right,
We'll be back in
we'll
about
see you guys soon.
All right, see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye. And we're back.
Hey, how you everybody going?
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
All right. We've got a couple more news stories to talk about. So let's start off with what I said at the end of the, just before we want to break. We are officially getting a Bob's Burgers movie, and it has a release date. The release date is actually May 27th, 2022. It will be capturing the Memorial Day weekend in the States.
I'll see how that goes. But no, I hope that goes well for ticket sales. But again, that no, it's
Normally
not going to be live
Memorial
action.
Day is actually one of the most profitable days because
Now, is it animated? It's going to be animated, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Bob's Burgers, but movie form.
Sweet.
The Twitter account from the beloved animated series shared the first look at their film's poster, which we have got. I didn't know we got a poster for it. Let's bring it up here. I'll bring it up under the show as well. Give me a second.
Real good.
Let's get the patty started. The Bob's Burgers movie comes to theaters Memorial Day weekend 2022.
Get that one on the screen. You got that up there?
Bring it up now.
Awesome. Thanks, Ed. Goodness. Simple. Just so freaking simple.
It really is, eh?
Yeah, it's up to, in flippin' theaters 2022. I fucking love that. In flippin' theaters. I love it's just the Bob's Burger movie. It's just him flipping a burger. It's simple. It works because the show is literally. It's a funny show. I've enjoyed Bob's Burgers. I like Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, I gotta give it another go.
Yeah, I've got to get back in. I've got to try and give it another go myself. Actually,
It's on Disney Plus now, isn't it?
I think it is. I need to double check what platforms it's on so I can actually sit down and watch it.
Yeah, let me have a look.
Yeah.
While we do that, though, did you know that we are getting a animated HBO Max series for Aquaman, King of Atlantis?
No, I did not know that. What
it
the hell?
Looks very. I mean, it's a kids show, so it looks very
kids show.
Kiddie. But the executive producer is James Wan.
Okay, now I'm interested because that's the director of Aquaman and also Aquaman 2. The Lost City of is what's it called again? Aquaman 2. What's it called again?
I can't remember. Bob's Burgers is on Disney Plus. But yeah, so the miniseries event debuts in October. It's a 3-part miniseries that follows the titular hero in the first days after on the job as a king of the ocean. The family-friendly version of DC's underwater hero will arrive on HBO Max in October, and the first promo already teases a funny and quirky submarine adventure. The trailer presents us to Aquaman, voiced by Cooper Andrews, as the hero tries to get used to the position of King of Atlantis. Lucky for him, Aquaman can count on a royal advisor, Volko, voiced by Thomas Lennon, and his love interest, Mera, voiced by Gillian Jacobs, aka Britta Perry. The trio will need to do their best to defend Atlantis as Ocean Master, voiced by Dana Snyder, tries to steal the throne from his brother's hand. Although the setting of Aquaman King of Atlantis seems to be connected to James Wan's 2018's live-action Aquaman starring Jason Momoa. The two productions are not set in the same universe, but one is an executive producer on the HBO Max animated series. One and Momoa are currently working together on the live-action sequel, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Yep.
So, that's it. I'm keen to see how they do with this. So, it looks interesting.
Yeah.
It looks very quirky. It looks okay. So I'm interested to see how they go. There's no runtime been announced for it, but it's got
no. So it's out October 14th.
Yeah, is that this year?
Yes.
This year, yeah. Awesome, that's next month. Hell yeah, I'm keeping that one. That comes out
It's
next
also
month.
confirmed to be part of the next DC fandom, set to happen on Saturday, October 16th. Makes sense. So it'll be pretty much a promo for DC fandom.
Yeah, DC Fandom, which is not far away. It's next month. It's in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And
So this starts 2 days before DC fandom does.
exactly. So I'm keen to see that one. See how that goes. Fuck yeah. All right. What else you got?
We have got a Yellowstone prequel, 1883.
That's about is that the Kevin Costner series with Yellowstone?
Yes, but this is a prequel, and it's added Billy Bob Thornton as a guest star.
Ooh.
The Paramount Plus series arrives on December 19th. Montana is getting crowded. Billy Bob Thornton will guest star on a Paramount Plus's upcoming Western series, 1883, a prequel series to Paramount's hit Yellowstone. The show follows the Duddons' ancestors as they arrive in Montana to establish their ranching empire.
I'm interested because Yellowstone is actually a series that I've looked at, but I've not got into.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch it. I've heard
Yeah.
thousands of great things.
Yeah, and also it's Kevin Costner, man. Like he's such a great actor, and I'm interested to see it. Though I think I might keep an eye out for it. Again,
except for his version of Jonathan, I still don't agree with his Jonathan.
You don't like his Jonathan Kent, do you? No, that's the story for another day. I like him, but then I don't like him. I've got a mixed debate of how I feel about him.
Yeah, purely because there's a couple of things that I'm like, Jonathan wouldn't say
that. All right.
For example, let's just get it out there now. For example, for me, it would be when he, tells Clark that maybe you shall let the kids start on the bus. Jonathan would not have fucking said that.
No. I much prefer the Smallville version.
Yes. To me, he is the most correct version of Jonathan Kent.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I agree.
Next one. The Boys Season 3 has finished filming, according to Carl Urban. Now, he's not the only one we've heard that's finished filming. We've also heard from, what's his name, that plays Dean in Supernatural.
You mean Jensen Ackles?
That's it. Yes, he's also said that it's finished too. So, after a launch shoot that began in February, it looks like production on Season 3 of The Boys has finally wrapped. Star Carl Urban, the man behind everyone's crass favorite, Billy Butcher, took to Instagram to announce and celebrate the completion of yet another season of the Amazon superhero parody, which he describes as next level batshit crazy. Just what we'd expect. What do you think? Are you ready? Are you ready for Season 3?
I'm excited for it because Jensen Ackles, I saw his costume. He looks so goddamn good. I'm so excited for this series because, one, I love Carl Urban. I really do. Too. And also, I fucking love Antonio Starr as Homelander. He makes this series so goddamn good. The entire superheroes, the entire fucking, super terrorists, because they are terrorists. They're, seriously, they're villains. And I'm interested to see how they do it. Now, again, Season 3, Dead set, I'm so excited for this. He's really is a absolute, just... I can't talk about The Boys so much, but it's just that good. Homelander, when you first see him in Season 1, my god, he just destroys everybody. He just laser eyes fucking everybody.
Did you watch the Annie Donna show?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, dude, it's on Netflix. You know who Annie Donna? No.
I know Annie Donna, yeah.
So what's his name that plays Homelander?
Antonio Starr. Is there a scene where he gets fucking just ejected with a needle?
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. For me, I'm I wasn't used to it, so I didn't pick up that it was him. I didn't pick up it was Homelander. It's just so fucking funny. Anyone that's out there, just go watch the Annie Donna show. It's fucking hilarious.
I'm looking at the video now. It's called the I think it's called the Stray Man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Mark pretty much treats him like a dog. It's hilarious.
Is that when he has to put him down?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We are getting a Yo Gabba Gabba reboot, and it's coming to Apple TV Plus. The streaming platform has also acquired the original series 66 episode library. Now, when I brought this up to you, you had no idea what Yo
I
Gabba
have
Gabba
no
was.
idea what this series is. What the hell is this series at all? It sounds like a cartoon series.
It's not a cartoon series. It's, you know, like those old shows that we used to watch as a kid where they're like big costume puppet looking things and one real person. Kind of like Johnson and Friends.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. But so pretty much the basis here is DJ Lance rocks us the fun each show with the magic words Yo Gabba Gabba. 5 friendly monsters, Muno, Roby, Fufa, Tootie, and Plex encourage kids to sing and dance along with the preschool series. Part animated and part live action, Yo Gabba Gabba mixes cartoons and magical ideas into the musical episodes. Now,
I need to look this series up.
the
I've
reason
never
why
heard of
I've
Gabba
brought
Gabba.
this up is the band list that they had on there.
Okay. Well, what is the band list?
So what bands performed on Yo Gabba Gabba? I've got a list here. And there's a few of them that I love. For example, we'll start off with one that's currently touring on the Hello Mega Tour, Weezer.
What?
Yep.
Weezer? What the
Weezer,
fuck?
the Killers, the Roots, the Shins, the Aquabats, and I believe that My Chem was also on there.
Oh, did you see that trailer thing that My Chemical Romance put up a while back?
What?
Like that movie, yeah.
Yep.
What did you think of that?
Loved it.
I loved it. I really want them to come back, but like again,
They are back.
They
There was
are
a tour
back.
that was supposed to happen next year.
And they were meant to come here, and
It
COVID
still is.
ruined it.
No, it still is. It's
Yeah.
They were supposed to be here for download, and then COVID hit, so we couldn't do it. But then they have their own show that's coming next year, and I was this close to getting. I had my hands on a ticket, and then I forgot my card, so then I couldn't purchase it, and they couldn't get the fucking ticket.
I
Yay!
bet you're kicking yourself for that one.
Oh mate, I was kicking myself that day. That fucking day.
Oh,
I'm trying to
Right.
find out some other bands that played on there, but anyway, it's a kids show, but they also brought in like a lot of really cool pop punk and ska bands. Love it.
I think I need to really look up this series. I might even go ask my sister if she might know what this series
She
is.
might.
Hello, but ask my.
She might
Yeah,
know.
awesome. Yeah.
All
right,
Okay,
check-
so we got 2 more. We got 2 more.
All right. What are we doing?
I didn't know this, but we actually have a Jellystone series.
Jellystone series?
Yes.
What the hell is that?
So
Is that Jellystone Park type of
Yep. Yep.
from Yogi Bear?
Yeah, it's Yogi Bear. It's a Yogi Bear series on HBO Max. Now, I didn't know this was real until I just stumbled upon this article in Collider here. It says how HBO Max's Jellystone is a more fitting Hanna-Barbera tribute than Scoob.
It honestly,
I didn't
love
even watch
Hanna-Barbera.
Scoob.
I don't want to watch it. I think it's an animated
Yeah, it is.
movie. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I saw clips of it. I was like, no, I'm good. I love Yogi Bear. I always have. And I honestly feel that when they did a live action version of Yogi Bear with with the actor that plays Eobard Thawne.
I mean, look,
I didn't like that. It was
I didn't
okay,
mind
but it wasn't
that.
great.
I thought it was
Hmm.
kind of cool. For
Would you
me,
would you much prefer to watch that, or would you much prefer to watch the live action Garfield?
oh no, that's a tough choice.
Ugh. The sequel to
Which
Garfield,
Garfield are you
was terrible.
talking about, though? The first one or the sequel? Because the sequel sucked. The first one was
Sequel.
fun as fuck.
The sequel was good, but Bill Murray hated every single second of it. He's such a grumpy bastard. But anyway, so it's a literal, it's a Jellystone series. Is it like a prequel to Yogi Bear?
No, like it has Yogi Bear in it and everything. They just call it Jellystone.
Is it live action or is it animated?
It's animated.
Okay, cool. That's good.
I mean, they got to do a better version than the, I think it was 2017 Rocky and Bullwinkle I found on Binge, and I was like, oh, Rocky and Bullwinkle, fucking love that, those guys. And then
Do you remember the live action movie of Rocky and Bullwinkle? Is that the one you're talking about?
that's a guilty pleasure of mine.
Oh.
Come on, it was cool. As a kid, you watched it and it was cool. The fact
Robert De Niro was in this movie, and he looked terrible. Even
Jason
he-
Alexander, don't forget him, George Costanza. Not only
Oh.
did it not have George Costanza, I'm going to defend this movie. I'm going to do that now. Not only did it have George Costanza, but you know who else it had?
Oh, who else did it have?
Fucking Uncle Eddie. Merry Christmas! The shitter is full.
Oh,
That Uncle
that
Eddie.
That CGI and it was god awful.
It was like 2003.
There were films coming out in 2003 that were better than that.
Well, actually,
What else did I do?
what was the budget for that movie? We really need
I do not know, and
I want to talk about this movie now.
Oh
Let's do
no,
it.
we're
Let's
not.
do
We'll do an episode of the Rip about it. We haven't got time. It's nearly 9:30. We got one more topic. We will do an episode of the Rip on the Rocky and Bullwinkle live action
I
movie
will
from
defend
2000.
that movie.
I know
take
you
it to
will.
my
I'm
grave.
gonna. All right. All right. Techie, what's our last one? God, this happens all the time.
Our last one's just a little puff piece for the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda will have a parade balloon. And it's all thanks to our sponsor, Funko.
Oh my
No.
god.
No, it is
wish
thanks to
our-
Funko though. Funko is doing the new balloon for the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade.
Is it gonna be like a giant pop vinyl version of a balloon?
Yeah, I got a look here for you. We'll put it up here.
If you got a photo of it, that'd be awesome. I want to see it.
Where is it?
Mhm.
There.
Oh my god, that is so cute! Oh my god! I love it. It looks textured, and that's a balloon. That's
Yeah.
so cool. I
Yeah.
love the texture. That looks really sick. Holy fuck!
Yeah. I had to show it, to show it, and I had to share it on here because
Fuck yeah!
fucking Baby Yoda, Grogu.
I've
Grogu.
definitely got to. I hope I can see. I hope it's live footage of the parade. I hope there is.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there will be.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it gets on TV every
It'll
year.
get-
So
Yeah, that's it. All right,
Alright.
guys.
that is the end of the
crap,
show.
that was the end of the show. That was a big show.
It's-
This makes up for our Sunday. Now, we will be back with our regular shows for half an hour as
We
of
will be.
tomorrow.
Now,
Will be?
my one question to you, because we were supposed to do it Monday last week, but
Yeah.
you still didn't do your homework.
No, I didn't! Because I've been fucking busy.
All right. So,
I'm on
Sunday.
semester break now.
Sunday,
Yes.
I will make sure. Sunday, the Witcher podcast, toss a coin to your podcast. We'll be back
It's going to
to
happen.
finally do our little talk about the Nightmare of the Wolf.
Nightmare of the Wolf. I'm on semester break now, so I've got no excuse. I'm going to be home
the entire week after tomorrow, so I will watch it. Okay, I'll set a reminder on my phone so we can watch it.
Good.
Well, I can watch it. I've already watched it. All right, guys, that is my promise. You can literally, I don't know, scold me about it if I don't do it. Techie probably will, but but I will. I will watch it.
I will.
Definitely. I know. All right, guys. Holy crap! This was a big show, but I'm glad to be back. Again, we still will do our big shows on our Sundays, but throughout the week we will do our half-an-hour shows.
I mean,
every
I'm
single
thinking
day.
now, look, we're covering every day. I say Sunday, we'll just leave it to the Toss a Coin to Your podcast.
I think it's a good idea. Let's do that then.
Yeah.
Easy done.
All right. Until then,
Holy
you
crap.
can follow us on our Facebook at the Techie and Talon Show. You can also follow us at Twitter at Talon_show. I'm not bringing them up, by the way. Just thought I got to fix up something.
Okay.
We are also on TikTok at the Techie and Talon Show. We are also on Instagram at the Techie and Talon Show. And hey, go listen to our Spotify. Our first episode of the Toss a Coin to Your podcast is on there right now. Right now. So if you want to get ready for Sunday for, the Toss a Coin to Your podcast, go listen to that now.
All right then.
We are also on Twitch, where we are currently live streaming right now as well at the Techie and Talon Show. And on YouTube at the Techie and Talon Show. Until then, guys, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow at 8:30. Until then, Techie out.
Talon out.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank